Imagine waking up, opening your eyes to a gentle sunrise, one that stretches not minutes or hours, but days and even weeks. You're witnessing the dawn on Venus, a planet where time moves differently, stretching moments into lifetimes. Welcome, dear listener, to Sleepy Science, your safe harbor of gentle curiosity and calm explorations. Venus, named after the Roman goddess of love, glows brilliantly in Earth's morning sky. Often called Earth's twin, this celestial neighbor shares many characteristics with our home: size, composition, gravity. Yet, beneath the familiar veil of similarity, Venus holds secrets profoundly different from Earth's reality. Here, a single day, a slow spin from sunrise to sunrise, takes an incredible 243 Earth days. That's roughly 2/3 of an entire year on Earth. Picture the soothing slowness of Venus's rotation. If Earth's quick spin can make us dizzy with life's rush, Venus offers the opposite, an eternal pause, a celestial meditation. The sunrise you're picturing right now unfolds in delicate slow motion. The horizon brightens leisurely, colors blending gently, a mellow ballet of pastel oranges and subdued yellows painting clouds that drift with languorous ease. Venus allows you to savor the arrival of daylight like nowhere else in our solar system. But why is Venus so slow? What cosmic event set Venus apart, turning it into the ultimate planetary slow dancer? As we slowly drift toward deeper sleep, we will gently unwrap this cosmic mystery. Our own planet Earth spins rapidly from west to east, racing toward morning each day. Venus, however, defies this familiar rhythm entirely. Venus rotates in the opposite direction, east to west, in what's known as retrograde rotation. If you stood on Venus, you'd see the sun rising in the west and setting in the east, a world turned gently upside down. This backward ballet is unusual among planets in our solar system. While most spin gracefully in one direction, Venus pirouettes gently against the tide. How did Venus come to dance so slowly, so uniquely, in reverse? Scientists believe Venus didn't start this way. Billions of years ago, Venus likely rotated much faster, similar to Earth. However, something dramatic yet elegantly slow shifted its dance. Some theories suggest it was the gravitational influence of the sun's tidal forces acting gently but relentlessly, slowing Venus over countless ages. Imagine the sun, massive and patient, gently pulling, gradually altering Venus's spin into a languid waltz that today lasts longer than the planet's orbit around the sun. Another theory paints a more dramatic but still soothing picture, a gentle but profound collision. Early Venus might have encountered another celestial body, softly merging rather than violently clashing, absorbing the visitor's energy and momentum, thereby reshaping its rotation. Imagine a celestial embrace, a slow-motion collision where planets gracefully merge, transforming forever their cosmic dance. Whichever theory holds true, Venus's backward spin reveals a celestial beauty in its leisurely motion. The universe, it seems, can be both magnificent and wonderfully patient. When picturing Venus, it's natural to imagine tranquility, a slow rotation, a quiet cosmic journey. But beneath its tranquil-seeming rotation, Venus hosts a calm yet powerful fury hidden beneath layers of dense clouds. Venus's atmosphere is thick and heavy, composed mainly of carbon dioxide, blanketed by clouds of sulfuric acid droplets. Yet, even these dramatic elements move slowly, deliberately across the Venusian sky. Storms on Venus don't race, they drift, circulating the planet at speeds that, while faster than the planet's rotation, remain gentle, measured movements compared to storms on Earth. High above Venus's surface, winds circle gracefully, completing a global rotation in about 4 Earth days. Imagine cloud formations drifting softly, a planet enveloped in a misty veil, cloudscapes shifting quietly, patiently around the globe. These clouds, despite their harsh composition, create an eternal twilight beneath them. Venus's surface is bathed perpetually in subdued daylight, a gentle yellow glow filtering softly through the thick clouds. Shadows on Venus blur gently, outlines fade slowly, contrasts diminish in a dreamy haze. Imagine standing on the surface, enveloped in this peaceful, diffused illumination. Your gaze extends toward a gentle horizon, obscured softly by the perpetual haze. You'd sense timelessness, your awareness losing track of hours or days. Venus becomes a place of endless contemplation, even in its stormiest skies. If we were to gently descend and set foot on Venus, we'd first notice gravity remarkably similar to Earth's, only slightly weaker. Every step feels comfortable, familiar. Yet the weight of the dense atmosphere pressing softly against your body would be deeply felt, reassuring, almost like a heavy but comforting blanket wrapped around your form. Walking on Venus would be slow, deliberate, an exercise in patience. The dense atmosphere creates resistance, turning every movement into a slow, graceful gesture. Imagine lifting your hand slowly, feeling a soft resistance from the surrounding gases, as if gently moving underwater. Every motion becomes intentional, meditative. Venus's surface temperature, however, reaches extremes. With a gentle, constant heat around 460 degrees Celsius, hot enough to melt lead, this world is far from hospitable. Yet for our peaceful journey tonight, we imagine ourselves safely shielded, gently observing Venus without discomfort. Venus, despite its intensity, whispers a quiet reminder of fragility. Its immense heat, driven by the greenhouse effect, is a slow-moving cautionary tale. Billions of years ago, Venus might have harbored oceans, peaceful and calm beneath a younger, gentler sun. Gradually, the oceans evaporated, atmospheres thickened, and Venus changed slowly but irrevocably. Walking slowly across this planet, you'd be gently reminded of the impermanence of worlds, even ones as seemingly permanent as planets. You realize that even celestial bodies experience slow, profound transformations, each change a whisper over eons, each whisper a story of time's quiet power. How do we measure a day on Venus? On Earth, it's straightforward. The time it takes for the planet to spin once around its axis. But Venus's rotation is so slow, so leisurely, that the concept of a day becomes intriguingly complicated. On Venus, one full spin, called a sidereal day, lasts 243 Earth days. Yet, oddly enough, a solar day, the time from one sunrise to the next, is only 117 Earth days. How can Venus's solar day be shorter than its rotation? The gentle secret lies in its retrograde spin. Because Venus rotates backward slowly, it meets the Sun differently compared to Earth. Imagine Venus gently spinning backward as it circles forward around the Sun. The combination of backward rotation and forward orbital motion creates this gentle, puzzling dance of light and shadow. This subtle interplay produces a rhythm unlike anything we're accustomed to. Time on Venus does not march forward. It floats gently, loops quietly, forming a unique pattern of days that defies easy understanding. Scientists and dreamers alike find this slow puzzle delightful. Imagine spending time on a planet where days stretch and contract softly, a world where calendars feel meaningless, replaced instead by rhythms that can only be sensed intuitively. Hidden beneath its thick, misty atmosphere, Venus's surface remained a gentle mystery for thousands of years. Early astronomers, gazing softly through telescopes, saw only featureless cloud tops. Only recently, thanks to radar, have we gently lifted the veil to reveal Venus's true face. Radar waves, calm pulses of energy, are sent gently toward Venus. They pass softly through the clouds, reflecting carefully from the surface back to Earth. This delicate echo reveals valleys, mountains, and plains, etched slowly onto maps crafted over decades. Radar mapping missions, such as NASA's Magellan, showed Venus as a calm world of volcanic plains, gently sloping hills and softly rounded mountain ranges. There are no abrupt features, no jagged edges. Everything seems smoothed, carefully sculpted by patient forces. You sense a world sculpted by quiet volcanic eruptions, slowly pouring molten rock across the landscape. Even Venus's most dramatic geological events unfold patiently, methodically, reshaping landscapes gently, slowly, over millions of years. Venus teaches us the beauty of patience, the universe's reminder that magnificent landscapes, like calming works of art, require time, quietly formed layer by layer. Venus, beneath its eternal veil of clouds, reveals a surface shaped gently but persistently by volcanic forces. These volcanoes differ from Earth's fiery spectacles. Here, eruptions happen quietly, without explosive dramatics, gently pouring streams of lava across expansive plains. Scientists suspect Venusian volcanoes remain quietly active, reshaping landscapes subtly and continuously. Magellan's radar surveys captured vast volcanic plains, smooth and gentle, shaped by flowing lava over unimaginable stretches of time. Volcanic domes, rounded, smooth hills dot the landscape softly, standing like patient sentinels on an ever-changing world. One of Venus's iconic volcanic features is Mont Mons. Rising nearly 5 kilometers above surrounding plains, this gentle giant is Venus's highest volcano. Its slopes are gracefully curved, formed by fluid lavas slowly pouring outward. Imagine standing near this immense formation, feeling humbled yet comforted by the slow, serene energy of a world reshaping itself gently. This gentle volcanic activity, steady, ongoing, and persistent, reflects the patient rhythms of the universe. Venus reminds us that worlds change not in sudden, violent upheavals, but through soft whispers, steady transformations, each patiently carving out landscapes over eons. Venus's intense warmth, seemingly inhospitable, tells another gentle story, the slow, patient tale of a runaway greenhouse effect. Billions of years ago, Venus might have been very much like Earth, perhaps with gentle oceans and a milder climate. But gradually, changes occurred, quiet and subtle, slowly transforming Venus into today's sweltering world. Sunlight gently warmed Venus, evaporating oceans into water vapor. This vapor softly accumulated in the atmosphere, intensifying the warming effect. Carbon dioxide followed, gently released by volcanic activity, thickening the atmosphere slowly, steadily increasing surface temperatures over millions of years. This process, known as the greenhouse effect, is slow and methodical, like a calm wave slowly rising. Venus's dense, carbon dioxide-rich atmosphere now traps nearly all incoming heat, creating a world where the warmth is consistent, uniform, and endlessly patient. Imagine an atmosphere where temperatures rarely vary day or night, season to season. A Venusian night feels equally warm, soothingly consistent. While intense by Earth standards, Venus's temperature consistency creates a slow, steady rhythm, a planetary lullaby of perpetual warmth. Venus offers a gentle reminder of planetary fragility, showing how worlds slowly transform over vast stretches of cosmic time. It quietly teaches the importance of balance and harmony in our planetary home. While Venus's surface is too intense for life as we know it, higher in its atmosphere lies a gentle refuge, a zone of relative calm and comfort. About 50 kilometers above the surface, Venus's harsh conditions soften. Temperatures become mild. Atmospheric pressure equals Earth's at sea level, creating an unexpectedly serene environment. Scientists imagine that future exploration of Venus might gently drift in floating habitats, airships softly sailing through tranquil cloud layers, high above intense heat below. Imagine floating serenely, enveloped by gentle winds, surrounded by slow-moving clouds, drifting effortlessly in perpetual twilight. Here, sunlight softly filters through thick clouds, bathing your surroundings in muted golden hues. Suspended between a dense surface and the emptiness of space, you'd find yourself in a dreamy middle world, a serene sanctuary above a planet's stormy heart. Scientists speculate this peaceful layer might even harbor microbial life, tiny organisms quietly floating in sulfuric acid droplets. While still hypothetical, this gentle speculation opens a fascinating window into Venus's possibilities. Imagine organisms that float, survive, and thrive, quietly drifting through atmospheric currents, an endless cycle of gentle ascension and slow descent. Venus's clouds become a quiet biosphere, peaceful yet resilient, suspended gently in an eternal dance with gravity and wind. Venus often serves as a gentle mirror, reflecting back at us Earth's past and potential futures. Both planets began similarly, rocky worlds orbiting the same sun, each rich with possibilities. Yet their paths diverged slowly, quietly unfolding over billions of years. Studying Venus softly teaches scientists about Earth's own fragile balance, reminding us how small, gradual changes shape entire worlds. Venus quietly urges humanity to appreciate and protect our precious equilibrium. It gently whispers that planetary balance is delicate, easily disrupted by subtle, seemingly insignificant shifts. From Earth, Venus appears bright, gentle, a steady beacon in our sky, often called Earth's evening star. It patiently appears after sunset or softly precedes the dawn, a consistent, calming presence in Earth's turbulent heavens. Venus gently reminds humanity of connections between worlds. It softly suggests unity across the cosmos, quietly reinforcing our sense of shared destiny, even among seemingly isolated worlds. Venus whispers lessons of stewardship, compassion, and quiet respect toward our own precious Earth. Long before telescopes, humanity knew Venus as a gentle celestial light, carefully charted by ancient astronomers. Cultures around the world revered Venus, softly weaving her slow dance into mythology, poetry, and dreams. To ancient Romans, Venus embodied gentle love and beauty. Greeks named her Aphrodite, goddess of tenderness and attraction. Mesopotamians worshipped her softly as Inanna, gentle yet powerful, representing both love and cosmic cycles. Mayan civilizations quietly recorded her slow movements, building calendars around her patient rhythms. Venus's slow celestial dance inspired gentle reverence across cultures, subtly influencing human creativity, love, and spirituality. Her calming presence, patiently guiding sailors, softly marking seasons, gave comfort through quiet stability. Venus, through mythology, became a gentle symbol of continuity, predictability, and hope. Civilizations rose and fell, but her quiet presence remained constant, offering a reassuring whisper to humanity that some things endure, even through endless cycles of change. Tonight, our quiet journey around Venus gently teaches us something profound about the pace of life itself. In our own hectic world, we rarely pause to savor slowness, to appreciate quiet rhythms. Venus softly reminds us that not everything meaningful happens rapidly. Venus rotates slowly, patiently backwards. It moves without hurry, shifting gently through immense time. Its storms drift, volcanoes flow quietly, and its atmosphere patiently endures. Every facet of Venus's existence softly encourages reflection, meditation, and calm acceptance of slow transformation. Perhaps Venus whispers a gentle reminder about patience, not just planetary but personal. Imagine living more slowly, savoring life with deliberate calmness. Imagine gently slowing our pace, softly paying attention to subtle details we often overlook. Venus's leisurely rotation quietly echoes in our own lives, reminding us to pause more, hurry less, and gently enjoy the patient unfolding of life's journey. As the slow day on Venus stretches toward what we would call evening, imagine the gentle descent of the sun across the sky. The sky doesn't blaze in brilliant colors as on Earth. Instead, the dense Venusian clouds filter sunlight so thoroughly that the colors blend softly, shifting through quiet gradients of amber, muted gold, and gentle gray. A sunset on Venus unfolds not over minutes or hours, but over days. The sun seems to hover near the horizon, edging slowly downward in a delicate, patient glide. The sky above remains bathed in diffuse light, a soft and steady illumination that changes so subtly it feels timeless. On Earth, we might stand on a beach and watch the sunset in mere moments. On Venus, you could sit for days and watch the sun inch downward, its glow mingling with the endless layers of thick clouds, the colors melting together like watercolors on paper. Imagine the peace of sitting beneath such a sky, time itself slowing to match the rhythm of the world around you. The gentle, constant light invites quiet reflection, a serene pause amidst the vastness of space. On Venus, even the sunsets whisper of slowness. Far above the still, silent surface of Venus, the atmosphere moves with a patient rhythm all its own. The upper cloud layers, thick with sulfuric acid droplets, drift softly at immense heights, riding gentle planetary winds. These atmospheric layers encircle the planet in a phenomenon scientists call superrotation, where the upper clouds complete a circuit around the planet in just 4 Earth days. While this may sound swift from a cloud's perspective, the motion feels almost effortless, a gentle, flowing dance across the vast sky. Within the deeper layers, the movement slows to a lazy drift, barely perceptible over hours or days. These gentle flows create swirling patterns, soft eddies in the dense air, painting delicate brushstrokes in the planet's soft golden skies. Imagine yourself floating amidst these clouds, moving slowly with the wind. There's no rush, no sound, only the slow, endless journey around a world suspended in timeless motion. Venus's atmosphere becomes a silent ocean of calm, where even the storms whisper rather than roar. Beneath the soft clouds and gentle winds lies Venus's surface, a place where change unfolds in whispers over millennia. Here, volcanic plains stretch quietly into the distance, their smooth contours shaped by ancient flows of lava. Unlike Earth's surface, constantly reshaped by tectonic forces, Venus's landscape remains still, almost frozen in time. There are no shifting continents, no mountain ranges pushed upward by relentless geologic forces. Instead, the surface bears witness to quiet, slow processes, volcanic flows that may have occurred long ago, now resting undisturbed under a dense atmospheric blanket. Some scientists believe Venus undergoes episodes of global resurfacing, where volcanic activity gently resets the planet's face over millions of years. This theory suggests that Venus doesn't change often, but when it does, it happens quietly, gradually covering old landscapes with smooth layers of lava. Standing on the surface, if it were possible, you'd feel the stillness deeply. The landscape whispers of ancient fire now calmed, a world shaped by slow, steady hands over vast spans of time. It's a planet where patience isn't a virtue, it's a way of existence. Venus holds a gravitational pull similar to Earth's, about 90% of Earth's gravity. Walking on Venus, you'd feel only slightly lighter, your movements subtly eased by the planet's soft embrace. Yet despite this similarity, the atmosphere presses down with immense, gentle weight, adding a unique sensation of presence. Imagine taking a slow, deliberate step. The thick air resists you softly, like moving underwater. Each motion becomes mindful, each gesture intentional. Venus transforms walking into a meditative act, a dance of slow motion within a world of dense, comforting resistance. The planet's gravity anchors you gently while the atmosphere cradles you like a soft, invisible ocean. Every breath, if you could take one, would remind you of the planet's quiet power. Venus teaches us how even gravity can feel different when experienced through a lens of patience and calm. On Earth, we often move quickly, rarely noticing the gentle pull of gravity. On Venus, you'd become acutely aware of every movement, every sensation, each step part of a quiet dialogue between you and a planet moving slowly through space. If sound could travel through Venus's thick atmosphere as it does on Earth, it would move gently, muffled by the dense carbon dioxide and heavy clouds. Imagine soft echoes, tones dulled and diffused, whispering through the heavy air. A simple sound, like a footstep or a voice, would travel a shorter distance, its edges softened by the dense medium. Conversations would feel more intimate, words lingering briefly in the thick, quiet air before fading into silence. The atmosphere's density would likely make deep sounds resonate longer, low frequencies carrying gently through the stillness. Venus could be a world of soft hums and distant echoes, a planet where sound itself slows to match the languid passage of time. Even the wind would whisper, its movement dulled by the weight of the air. Imagine standing in the gentle Venusian breeze, not hearing a rush, but a soft, persistent presence, like a quiet sigh wrapping around you. The sounds of Venus, if we could hear them, would be the sounds of slowness. Each note, each echo, a gentle reminder that even sound knows how to move with patience. As Venus moves slowly through space, it performs a quiet dance with the sun. A dance so gradual and deliberate, it feels more like a gentle drift than a cosmic motion. Unlike Earth, where the sun appears to rush across the sky in a daily arc, Venus's sun seems almost hesitant, lingering on the horizon for weeks at a time. Imagine standing quietly on Venus, watching the sun inch forward, its movement so slow you almost question whether it moves at all. The soft sunlight filters through the dense atmosphere, its light diffused into a gentle golden glow that never blazes, never blinds, but softly bathes the land in an endless hush. This solar waltz creates a unique rhythm, a world where day and night lose their usual meaning. On Venus, light and shadow stretch and merge in ways our earthbound minds find hard to imagine. The sun's journey isn't a race but a slow, serene glide, a celestial ballet choreographed by time itself. Venus's dance with the sun reminds us that not all movements need to be swift. Sometimes the most profound journeys unfold slowly, almost imperceptibly, yet they continue with unwavering grace. On Earth, heat comes and goes with the sun, warming the day and cooling the night. But Venus holds its warmth gently, refusing to let it go, cradling it beneath its thick blanket of clouds and carbon dioxide. Here, heat doesn't escape quickly. Instead, it circulates softly, wrapping the planet in a constant, soothing warmth that never fades, never cools, and never burns with violent intensity. Venus becomes a place of perpetual temperature, a quiet, even warmth that feels as if it has settled in for eternity. Imagine a world where the difference between day and night barely changes the air around you, where the heat is not an enemy but a constant companion. The surface of Venus holds this warmth like a soft, endless embrace, an ever-present reminder of the planet's slow, patient nature. Venus teaches us about the gentle power of persistence. Even something as fleeting as heat can become eternal when held softly and patiently enough. It's a world where warmth has no beginning or end, only a gentle presence that lingers forever. Throughout history, Venus has inspired curiosity, wonder, and dreams. Astronomers gazed up at the bright morning star, imagining what mysteries it held. Science fiction writers wove tales of lush jungles, hidden oceans, and ancient civilizations beneath its clouds. But as we quietly uncovered Venus's true nature, we discovered something even more profound. A world where mystery lies not in vibrant life, but in quiet endurance. Venus, in its slow rotation, its patient clouds, its timeless warmth, became a symbol of the universe's gentler rhythms. Imagine approaching Venus with this soft curiosity, not seeking drama or adventure, but embracing a calm desire to understand. Curiosity doesn't always need to be bold or urgent. Sometimes it can be soft, like a question whispered in the dark or a gentle wondering carried on the wind. Venus invites us to explore with patience, to observe with care, and to find peace in simply seeking knowledge for its own quiet sake. Venus has held a special place in human culture for millennia, quietly shaping myths, stories, and dreams across civilizations. As the brightest object in the sky after the sun and moon, Venus became a gentle symbol of beauty, love, and constancy. Ancient cultures named Venus after goddesses of love, Venus to the Romans, Aphrodite to the Greeks, Inanna to the Sumerians. But beyond the myths of passion and desire, Venus also symbolized a quiet constancy, a presence in the sky that arrived faithfully at dawn or dusk. The Mayans carefully tracked Venus's slow appearances and disappearances, building quiet reverence into their calendars and ceremonies. In their culture, Venus wasn't just a planet, it was a timeless guide, a soft whisper from the heavens. Across the world, Venus quietly shaped navigation, art, and belief. Its slow movement taught patience, its soft glow offered comfort, and its steady presence reminded humanity of the gentle rhythms that guide the universe. Even today, Venus remains a silent companion in our sky, a quiet testament to how deeply a single planet can weave itself into the tapestry of human imagination. Imagine standing on the surface of Venus, looking toward the horizon. The dense atmosphere softens everything you see. The distant landscape fades into a gentle blur, outlines dissolving into a quiet mist. There are no sharp edges, no bright lights, only soft shapes merging with the sky in a serene, endless vista. The horizon on Venus isn't a line but a gentle suggestion, a quiet transition from ground to sky, blurred by layers of cloud and heat. It invites your eyes to drift, to wander slowly across a world where nothing demands attention and everything encourages calm observation. You stand in a place where the concept of distance feels different. The heavy atmosphere bends light softly, curving the horizon in ways that make the world feel both closer and more expansive at once. It's a horizon that doesn't rush to meet you but waits patiently, always just beyond your reach. On Venus, even the horizon feels like an invitation, not to move quickly toward it, but to pause, reflect, and embrace the quiet vastness of a world content in its own slow unfolding. On Earth, mountains rise and fall, continents drift, and oceans shift their shapes, all in the restless dance of plate tectonics. But Venus, wrapped in its heavy cloak of clouds, tells a different story, a quieter tale of geologic time. Venus lacks the tectonic plates that shift and grind on Earth. Instead, its surface seems shaped by broad, sweeping processes that unfold so slowly, they almost appear frozen. Massive volcanic plains stretch softly toward the horizon, vast regions formed by lava that flowed gently across the landscape in ancient times. Imagine the planet's surface lying still for millions of years, untouched by quakes or shifting plates. Yet beneath this apparent stillness, scientists believe Venus may harbor a gentle, hidden activity, an inner heat that rises quietly, softly altering the crust over eons. Venus invites us to consider time on a grander, quieter scale. Changes need not be sudden or violent to be profound. Even the slowest processes, given enough time, shape worlds in ways both subtle and immense. Picture yourself in a world where the light never grows harsh and shadows never fall sharply. A world of perpetual twilight, where day and night blur gently into each other. This is Venus. The dense clouds soften every ray of sunlight, scattering it gently across the sky. The surface is bathed in a diffuse, golden glow that seems to come from everywhere at once. There is no blazing sun to cast stark shadows, only a constant, serene illumination. Imagine walking beneath this gentle light, feeling no urgency to seek shade or chase daylight. The world feels wrapped in a soft embrace, as if forever caught in the calm before sunrise or the quiet after sunset. On Venus, the concept of time fades beneath this endless twilight. The sky doesn't darken suddenly, nor does it burst into brightness. Everything unfolds slowly, like the soft turning of a page in a quiet, endless story. Throughout history, humanity has gazed at Venus through telescopes and sent gentle probes to explore its mysteries. Each discovery unfolded with patience, one slow revelation at a time. Venus reminds scientists of the quiet patience required for observation. The Magellan spacecraft spent years orbiting and mapping the planet with radar, sending back detailed images not in a rush, but in slow, careful transmissions. No single mission unlocked Venus's secrets. Instead, understanding emerged gradually, data layered upon data, year after year, forming a picture of a world both harsh and strangely peaceful. Science, like Venus itself, often moves at a slow pace. It invites questions, encourages careful thought, and rewards those willing to watch and wait. Venus stands as a soft symbol of that patient pursuit, a world that yields its mysteries gently, whispering them into the ears of those who choose to listen carefully. Venus's slow spin and soft clouds are not exceptions in the universe. They are part of a broader, gentle rhythm that defines much of the cosmos. Galaxies turn with serene grace, their arms winding softly through space over millions of years. Stars live for billions of years, their lives unfolding quietly in the grand theater of the cosmos. Even black holes, those silent giants, change so gradually that their stories are measured in eons. Venus reflects this universal patience. It is a reminder that in the vastness of space, urgency is rare and calm is the norm. The universe isn't in a hurry. It moves at its own peaceful pace, weaving stories through the gentle unfolding of time. By looking at Venus, we catch a glimpse of this greater stillness, a gentle echo of the universe's slow, enduring heartbeat. And now, as we slowly conclude our peaceful exploration of Venus, imagine yourself gently drifting away from this softly spinning world. You rise quietly above the dense clouds, watching the golden mists fade below. The planet, wrapped in its endless shroud, turns silently beneath you, its slow rotation carrying it onward through space. As you journey homeward, you carry with you the soft lessons Venus has shared, the importance of patience, the beauty of slowness, the quiet power of gentle change. Venus has reminded you that not all movements need to be swift, not all stories need urgency, and not all journeys require haste. You drift back toward Earth, where the sun rises and sets with familiar speed, where days come and go in rapid succession. But now, you hold within you a new understanding, a calm awareness of the slow rhythms that guide the universe. As sleep softly embraces you, let the quiet heartbeat of Venus carry you gently into your dreams.